Quarantine with Mary. I'm Mary, and today we're making twice baked potatoes. Twice baked potatoes, you're gonna think loaded potatoes. What do you like in your loaded baked potato? And those are the ingredients we're gonna use. So I have sour cream, butter, bacon bits, green onions, salt and pepper. We have our potatoes already cooked. They have been put in the oven for just over an hour until you can stick a knife in them and they go through soft. And then I've cut them in half and made little boats. By the way, when you put them in the oven, you want to poke them. This is what happens when your 13-year-old pokes them for you. You have holes everywhere. But so then you're gonna really carefully take out the inside that's cooked and leave yourself a little boat to fill back up with all of the filling. For my bacon, I wanted to show you how I make my bacon. This is a slotted pan here that catches all the grease, and I bake my bacon super fast, easy. You don't get bacon grease everywhere. You don't have to worry about getting your clothes gross or it popping on you. So I bake this at 420 degrees for about 12 minutes. You just want to keep an eye on them, make sure they don't get too crispy. And I already have those all chopped up for us. So I'm gonna take our potatoes and mash them up, kind of like you're making mashed potatoes. And then we're just gonna add all of our ingredients in. And then we'll put them back in our shells and bake them. And you just are baking them until they get warm. Everything's already been cooked. So these are all smushed up. We're gonna add our butter and sour cream and smush them a little bit more. This is a really good freezer meal. I have these in my freezer pretty often. Since everything is already cooked, you're just gonna get home from work and put them in the oven and rewarm everything up. You could probably even put them in the microwave if you really wanted to. So we're just gonna get everything in here. Like I said, just think about what are your favorite ingredients for your loaded baked potatoes. Green onions, you could do chives. I was trying to think of other ingredients people like to put in their baked potatoes. I know we like chili. I've never tried chili, but chili sounds like something that might be good. I might have to try a variation with chili in it one of these days. I like lots of pepper in my baked potatoes, so I'm gonna do pretty heavy on the pepper. If I was going to put these in the freezer, I would load up our shells and put them in a container, kind of like one of those aluminum foil containers that you can reheat, or even if you just put it in a freezer bag, just load it up really well, and then when you bring them out of the freezer, you can put them in a container. That way they don't use up your containers. I don't have a lot of 9x13 containers or stuff that you can just waste by having it in your freezer. So you're not gonna cook them one more time. You would just load it all up and then put it in the freezer straight away. So we're gonna get these. I think they need a little bit more sour cream. They're not quite creamy enough. You want it nice and creamy. So a little bit more sour cream and put our bacon in. I wanna get one of these little boats filled up for you so you can see what they look like, how it works. Looking really good. And so when I cook for my freezer meals, I do the first meal for tonight's dinner, and then I do kind of like assembly line. I just make a whole bunch of it. So that's what I do when I make these. I would make, I don't know, 20 or 25 potatoes, and bake them. They all are gonna take an hour to bake. It's not gonna take that much extra time. Just fill up your boats. So this is how I fill them up. And then you just go around and keep filling. So I'm gonna fill these up, pop them in the oven. We'll be back when they're all nice and warm and ready to eat. Our twice baked potatoes just came out of the oven and the cheese is all melted and they're nice and warm. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you've never tried doing a freezer meal, this is a super easy recipe, kind of foolproof. You guys can add whatever you like, super fast. I think it would be a good idea to start with this recipe if you've never tried it before. So give it a shot. Let me know how it goes in the comments. As usual, the whole Recipe will be down below for you in the descriptions. And thanks for spending some quality quarantine cooking time.